Well, hello. Today's coffee tasting is, well, in one of the arcades off Piccadilly. Now, if you're a regular watcher of the channel, and I know so many of you are joining us all the time, but one that you want to go and have a look back at, and I'll put a link to the end, is the Burlington Arcade, where we went there, and that coffee shop is still in there. But I've gone to another arcade. This is the Princess Arcade, which is just a bit further down Piccadilly, as you leave Fortnum and Mason's, and as you come out of Fortnum and Mason, just to give you the directions, and now we're putting the pit maps on there. A big thank you to one of our watchers for that, because actually putting a map on there helps you see where it is. But if you come out of Fortnum and Mason's, turn right, keep walking down towards Piccadilly Circus, and on the right hand side you find the Princess Arcade, and there you'll find here Compane, Campane, serving you coffee and a few pastries and chocolates and various other bits and pieces. But as you can tell from the video right from the start, we're sitting right in the middle of the arcade itself, which is fantastic. Now, I've got to admit, when I first got here, there was no room outside, and there was only one chair on the inside, which was, well, under the spotlight, to say the least. I like to do these coffee tastings relaxed, so I didn't feel. Thankfully, chair became free, and here we are sitting outside. So we're sitting outside. We've got our black Americano as usual. It had a nice crema on top of it to start with. Not an overly thick one, not like Marcus's coffee, but it did have a thin one on there. So we're going to do a coffee tasting here. Now, the reason for doing coffee tasting in these sorts of places is just to give you an alternative. Now, we have been in Fortnum and Mason, and their coffee was very good. We've been to Burlington Arcade, but around here you've also got Green Park and St James's Park. And if you remember back to St James's Park, the coffee there wasn't that fantastic. So it's always good to find different places, different things to come and have a go, and different places just to, well, come and chill and relax whilst time goes by, whilst other people may go out shopping, if you know what I mean. Anyway, great to have you here. Once again, we're looking also at all of the independent coffee shops. It's independent coffee shops because they are the lifeblood of the cafe chains. And for me, that's where the real coffee is. We don't want any of that bland stuff that you get with all the other places. Actually, we're going for it, and we're going for it with these sorts of places. So, should we take it? Yeah, why not? Let's take a start and see what the coffee's like. So, let's go for the aroma first. Oh, by the way, really impressed. Served it up in the China cup on the board as well with the serviette. Really impressed with that. Not that it gets extra marks, but you don't suddenly get marks taken away. I tell you, fantastic. Right, coffee chop almost is a sort of a composite as well. It feels like it should be China, but it's not. So let's go for the. There is a beautiful nutty smell on that. Now, I can definitely get a good sweetness of sort of a Brazil nut, so I'm going to get a sort of a Brazilian coffee on this one. You can really get that sweetness coming through the aroma, and it goes in nice and clear as well. So for the aroma, I'm certainly going to give that a 4 on that one. Let's go for the acidity and the sweetness next as well. Now, this is one of those coffees where the aroma and the sort of the overall taste and the acidity doesn't let you down, because it's all sort of congruent. Now, that's a very posh word for this channel, but basically means it's all in line. I'm now going to get lots and lots of people putting stuff in the comments going, "Don't be so posh." It doesn't actually mean that at all. Anyway, it's all in line, and it's really is a beautiful taste. You can actually almost taste the sweetness and the nut part coming through. But anyway, back to the acidity, because we've gone for a 4 on the aroma. Sorry, too busy enjoying the coffee. Heaven forbid. Now, there's the acidity on the tongue, but that sort of dissipates really nicely. God, losing our words, aren't we? But anyway, that disappears really quickly, but in a good way, and it makes you want to come back for more. So it's not the smoothest coffee, but it's a good coffee, because actually it does make you want to come back for more, and it sort of disappears in a sort of speedy way, but it's still there in the background. So actually it really is, yeah, that's a good one. So that's going to get a 4 on that one for me. Right, we'll go for the sweetness. And yeah, I can get that on my lips. Sweetness is there. And it's all in line nicely with the original aroma of the coffee as well. So yeah, they're going to get a 4 on that one. So we're doing well. We're on 12 so far. We're looking at a good coffee here. And also, it's worth pointing out, down Piccadilly, you've got Pret-a-Manger's, you've got all sorts of chain bits and pieces, so it is definitely worth diving down these places. Now, this coffee, by the way, only sent me back £3.60. Now, £3.60 for a coffee in the middle of Piccadilly, which is one of the most expensive shopping areas in London, is very good, okay? And it's also a decent, as you can tell, it's a decent sized coffee as well. Okay, so we've done the sweetness, right, so next, it's time for the swirl, and I know this is the bit that everyone loves when they come out with me, so let's go for a swirl on that one. Okay, here we go, swirl. And you can see, yeah, that's gathering quite nicely there. That is gathering nicely, although I've seen it gather before, so it's not, it doesn't cling quite so much as others. I'm just giving it another go off camera. And I was going to be quite harsh with that and go, it's not the thickest coffee. But actually, do you know what? It is lovely, and it's clinging quite nicely there, so I'm actually going to give that a 4. Now, what I'm going to do is the finish. Oh. The finish gets a 5. Yeah, that gets a 5 from me, because that is a delightful and delicious coffee in a great setting, a lovely little place, which gives us a total of 21. Yep, that's 21 for this coffee here at Compane. As I said, it's down Prince's Arcade. Now, Prince's Arcade in itself is a lovely little place to come. It's all little shops. It's a bit like the Burlington Arcade, where you've got all of the posh little shops, the shoe shops and the hat makers and the various other bits and pieces. I think we have covered it on the channel before, but if not, I will go up and down and do a separate video on the main channel for this, because yeah, Prince's Arcade is just one of those lovely places to come and visit, so definitely worth it. And if you can, get a chair, come and sit and wait, get a chair outside, and you can just watch the world go by. And if you're doing that in summer, a fantastic thing to do. Now, I talked about the Burlington Arcade, coffee shop in the Burlington Arcade. I'm going to put a link to that up in the top right-hand corner, and that'll be the video in there. So I really hope you've enjoyed the coffee with me. Don't forget, if you're in London and you're coming and you fancy a coffee, just let me know. Just put a comment down below, and we'll come and we'll meet and we'll have a coffee together. Thanks for watching. Take care. Cheers. Bye.